I think the main reason I got trapped inside Alcoholics Anonymous for a decade, and I left 5 years ago, by the way, is because of something that's called ideological possession. It's a metaphor for when we're possessed by an ideology. So, quite literally, the AA ideology did possess me. I did believe that it was true, and I lived as if it was true. And now I realize that pretty much the entire thing is baloney. It's not true. And I've deconstructed from AA. The way that I liken this ideological possession or being possessed by an ideology is like a fish that is in water. The fish is in water. It doesn't realize it's in water. It thinks that the ocean life is the only life that exists. It cannot imagine life on land or life in an airplane or life anywhere outside of the water. That was what it was like when I was in outside Alcoholics Anonymous. I believed all of the ideology was true and I couldn't imagine life outside of AA. I thought I was going to be there forever. So I wasn't even having the thoughts to critically think like what are the other paths to sobriety? What do they look like? What's modern medical science say about addiction? I wasn't critically thinking because that had been essentially disabled in some ways. I was discouraged from reading anything that conflicted with AA. This is quite common in cults. It's called no outside literature within Alcoholics Anonymous, or things about me and my healing from my addiction to alcohol were considered what's called outside issues. Although there were no outside issues, I'm just a human. I had trauma, like a lot of us. I had undiagnosed, unrecognized neurodivergence. I had not many coping skills for my emotional dysregulation. And I was going through post-acute withdrawal syndrome in the beginning. So I have a lot of dysregulation. I was coming off benzos. So in the beginning, yeah, there was a lot going on, but I also just like, I just really wish that people knew that they can get free, that recovery doesn't have to be forever, and that for a lot of us, recovery is not forever. Most people who recover from alcohol addiction do so without any treatment. Without any treatment at all. It's not even necessary to treat, let alone stay in the treatment for forever. So I look today at the entire recovery narrative as essentially a trap. It's a trap. Yes, okay, take a recovery path in the beginning if you need to. That's fine. I did. I went to rehab, then I went to AA. But I just wish people knew that they can get free, that it doesn't have to be forever and that they can trust themselves. And it's really hard to know that you can leave when you're trapped inside the ideology, when the ideology possesses you. So I think this is a really important term to understand on your path to freedom. And I wish you much peace and freedom on your journey. Yeah, Team Freedom. All right, bye.